Yesterday, we told you about the registered sex offender residing on Police Street in Belize City. The 42-year-old man has been convicted in the USA for the offense of copulating with a minor under the age of 14 by force or fear. He is a registered sex offender in California, and residents want him out of the area. He has been detained and released without any charges. Neighbors are accusing him of sodomizing one of the boys in the neighborhood, but it goes deeper, as while police have yet to establish when this alleged child predator entered the country. Residents suspect that he has been abusing several children in the neighborhood for quite some time. Today, the media asked Senior Superintendent Chester Williams about how police are handling this matter.
The allegation, if it is true, is a very, very serious one. And I will tell you that the police will not sit idle by and see that being swept under the rug. That will not happen if the allegations are true. Hence the reason why there must be an investigative process. And I have directed my investigators, along with the person in charge of domestic violence unit. They have now teamed up with human development officers in the area, canvassing to see if we could find any children or child who may have been victim of this alleged child molester. And we have interviewed one child per se. That child have given us certain information, which again, we are still probing into that allegation to ensure that there is credibility to the allegation, one, because at the end of the day, due to the nature of the offense, we want to ensure that when we move, that we have sufficient to be able to arrest and charge somebody. So the investigation is still in its infantry stage, and as soon as we're through or we have obtained the level of evidence that we think we need to be able to effect an arrest, then we'll inform the media as to the progress of that investigation.
Sir, has a medical examination been performed on the child?
I cannot say at this time. The person in charge of domestic violence unit was directed to do certain things, and those things required a process, and therefore I'm allowing the process to take its course.
So however, can you tell us when is it that this person entered the country, and if you have any reports that maybe they may have been more than one victim?
We do not have that information at this time. We have contacted the U.S. Embassy to verify certain information, and we have not received the verification as yet. We do not even know if this man is a registered sex offender as has been described in the media. It is something, you see, while the media may have the information, we need to be responsible in how we do things. And one way of being responsible is to ensure that before we put information out there, that we verify them to ensure that the information we'll be putting out to the public is true.
We are told that this African-American registered sex offender lured his victims using ramen noodles. Neighbors were weary of him, but a report has not been made against him. However, the police officers who initially began dealing with the matter have come under serious scrutiny by the public.
Whilst, yes, the police have a duty to protect any person, a child or a citizen per se, the primary person who has the responsibility to protect that child and ensure the best interest of the child is protected is the parent of the child. And based on what I was briefed by my officers, is that they were told certain things by the parent of the child, and based on what they were told by the parent, the police acted. And I have not seen any misconduct on the part of the police officers who had dealt with the situation in the first instance. What is important to me now is how we move forward from where we are today. And hence the reason I have directed that a full investigation be conducted. And I will tell you that if the parents do not want, if it is confirmed that the child was indeed molested, and the parents of the child do not wish to proceed to court with any court action, then we will request the social services to take the matter upon themselves, because the law makes provision that a social officer can be a complainant. They will ask the social services to take up the matter and be the complainant on behalf of the child to protect the child's interests in the matter. And again, it goes back to where parents, for some reason or the other, see their child has been abused or whatever and decide that they do not want to do anything. So what we'll be doing, we'll ask social services or the human development office to take the matter upon themselves, be the complainant in the matter, so long as we can get the relevant information we need from the child, verifying that the child was indeed molested. Human services have been in the picture from the inception. And I will tell you, I am not in the habit of shielding my officers. If my officers are wrong, I will outrightly say that they are wrong. If they are right, I will also say that they are right. That is me. I am not here. I do not believe that if we make mistake and we refuse to admit our mistake, that we'll ever become different. We want to do policing in a different way, and by so doing, we must admit when we're wrong. And what I'm saying is that based on what I have been told from the inception, I have not seen any misconduct on the part of the police officers in this particular investigation.
Williams says that authorities at the airport and along the borders have been notified of this individual in the case that he tries to abscond.